Hi, this is Nick Fanciulli and you're watching TMT TV.
What brings you to Los Angeles today?
We're sort of on the saved sort of North America mini tour at the moment, and tonight we're going to be doing Avalon. And I've got Carlo Leo playing as well.
And so in your tour so far in America, like what's been your favorite stop so far before Los Angeles?
Well, this is a short tour because we're only here for the weekend because of the summer in Europe and stuff.
Okay.
So, but you know, we did Vancouver last night, which was a lot of fun, and then the OC on Thursday.
Yeah.
But this is normally the one that I'm most excited about on the North America, because it's, you know, I do it quite regularly and it's a lot of fun.
Do you remember your first experience in like Los Angeles or playing like your first big gig out here?
Yeah, I remember it really well actually. It was doing Danny House's Global Underground tour. And Danny's you know, was one of my heroes growing up for the music. You know, the Global Underground Miami he did was probably one of my favourite CDs.
Yeah.
And he asked me to come and do the North America tour with him, which was great. So we did his show at Avalon, and I remember just walking in and it was like, you know, 2,000 people going crazy and thinking, hold it together, Nick, hold it, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
And yeah, that was, and then we went on to do Denver and other places I'd never been before.
What was your impression of like the US scene as far as like how are they educated in music compared to like Europeans and like British?
At that time it was rocking, you know, at that time, you know, the America had the bug for dance music.
So when it comes to playing like different sized venues, like do you prefer like big masses with thousands of people or like smaller intimate venues like Cielo or such?
I think a lot of DJs would say a smaller venue, and I think for me it's the same. But it is also nice to play a bigger room.
Yeah.
It just depends on the crowd really. Like the room at Avalon tonight, it's a big room. I think it holds a couple of thousand people. But it feels like a small club because the vibe is so good in there.
And so you said your tour is short this time because of Europe and everything. So what's going on with the residency out there? Yeah,
well, you see the same in the summer in Europe. You know, you have a lot of shows in the week, like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. You know, because everyone's on vacation, so the clubs are open 7 days a week. But yeah, this summer I'm going to be doing my Ibiza residency with Carl Cox on Tuesday.
Okay.
And we did the opening a few weeks ago with it was Ali, Dubfire, myself, Umek and Carl Cox, and that was really good.
So how long you've been working with Space and those like companies for?
Space I've been there probably about 5 or 6 years. I started playing for a group called We Love, which is a Sunday night there.
Okay, We Love Space.
And I did a residency there when we're doing sort of 7 or 8 gigs a season with them on the Sundays.
And how was your first like official gig in Ibiza? Was it like one of your like most prolific gigs or most exciting, or?
But this year or in general?
In general, like the first time you ever got to play there.
I think for me it was because it was one of them places that I went as a kid, not as a a young guy that was going just going to party and wanted to hang out and see the DJs and listen to good music. It was always one of them things that when you look at the Space DJ booth, it was really, you know, you always wanted to play there.
Exactly, yeah.
So the good thing is I've seen it from both sides. I've seen it from the crowd perspective and from the DJ booth, and I think it was probably doing Amnesia, and it was the Radio 1 Essential Mix. But there was my flight was 10 minutes late. So I missed the first 10 minutes live on air, and they had to get, I think it was Pete Tong that had to cover.
Oh, I see.
So it was great. It was a really nice feeling and a good party.
So going back to your old school days, how did this all begin for you? Like, how did you know you wanted to become a professional DJ and producer?
I used to have like really bad jobs when I was a kid. I used to work everywhere, and I actually ended up working. My first sort of job was I was studying IT engineering, and I had a part-time job at a pawnbroker's. Mm-hmm. So there was a set of decks in there, and I ended up buying them from the shop, and then I left, and I went to work in insurance. And I always had this passion for music. Actually, I started off playing the drums in a band, and when I was at sort of, I think, high school here, but senior school in the UK. And so I went and worked in insurance, and one of my friends was a DJ, and I was sort of like, you know, I was really into it and wanted to know a lot more about it. And he ran a record shop, so I used to work there at the weekends for no money, and basically just for records.
And so obviously you started off as like a vinylist, and when did you start going like more into like the digital, the CDs and this and that?
At the start I was so anti-CD.
Yeah. I
was like, no, I'm not doing this. I was just vinyl, and I was having an argument actually with, not an argument, a discussion with Mark Knight about it, and because we live in the same town, he was like, yeah, I'm just playing CDs, and I was like, no, I'm not doing that. I like my vinyl. And 2 weeks later I was on CDs. So, and then from there I just went for it. I went into Ableton and on the road. I got bored of that, and now I'm on Tractor, which I love, because traveling and spending so much time on the road, I don't want to burn CDs anymore. I want to spend more time listening to the music and understanding the music and working it out, than spending half the night in the club trying to work out my handwriting on a CD.
Yeah, I feel you on that.
Yeah.
Yeah. When do you know you really have like something, like a hit? Like what?
You don't anymore.
You don't.
Because I've got records on my label that I absolutely love, and I think a lot of labels are in the same situation, that this record is going to be huge, and it doesn't do anything.
So what new upcoming artists should we look out for that you think are really going to make it big in like 2010, 11?
I think from what I've seen, not really new and up and coming, but the people that I've been enjoying this year and playing with are people like Matthias Tanzmann, Davide Squillace, Carlo Leo, who's playing tonight, and one of my favourites on the label is a guy called Mark Broom.